Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, still over here hanging out with the man, Mitchell Gordy.
What's going on?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
I'm over here in Colfax.
Colfax.
I'll get it right one of these clips, bro. Colfax, North Carolina. We've just been hanging out here for a little while now. Really quick, something that you don't see a lot on my channel is a lot of Wright. We don't have any Wright equipment over in Michigan. There's a couple dealers, but they're a little bit of a ways. You have a
Wright ZXT.
Wright ZXT. So a lot of you guys do use Wright. You use their 36-inch mowers, their 52 and 60 ZKs.
Yep.
I think you have one of those as well. But why don't you take it away? We were just talking about, you might be selling this off actually, but
yes.
While we got it, let's do a quick clip on it.
All right, so real quick, guys, this is the Wright Manufacturing ZXT. This is their large frame, big commercial, big beefy sit-down mower. It comes in the 52, 61, and 72-inch deck sizes. This is the big boy. This is the 72-inch deck. And I purchased this last year because I was mowing a very large property, 7+ acres, and I wanted something to, you know, get in, get done, and me get out of there, since I'm just a one-man operation.
Sure.
And a 72-inch deck size is the way to go, in my opinion. So I'm just going to hit some high points on this thing. The reason that the things that attracted me to it. This is a relatively new mower in the Wright Manufacturing lineup. It's been out for just a little over a year. They released it towards the end or unveiled it like towards the end of 2020, and the production units started hitting the showroom floors early 2021. So some high points on this. Number one, the operator platform right here. Okay, it's got a suspension seat, which you guys all know, and this seat is actually probably pretty familiar. It's on many different brands, but the kicker here is, and I will display it for you or demo it. It's got what they call the long travel suspension. So not only is the seat a suspension, but also this platform. If you watch as I sit down, you'll see this little rubber thing here. So watch, the whole thing moves. So it's very comfortable. You almost feel like you're one of those big rig drivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything has adjustments for weight. So of course there's adjustment for the weight here, and then when you flip up the seat, the shock absorber that is underneath this platform has got adjustments as well.
Wow.
We'll walk over here real quick. The actuator pedal for the deck height is really easy to control. So when you release it, you'll put your foot on this. This is pretty much the button to release it, and then that drops the deck down, and you can go from 1.5 inches all the way up to 6 inches, which is pretty much the deck locked out in its highest position. So you get into some real thick, tall stuff. You can clip along with at a 6-inch cut height. Moving right along, like with all Wright Manufacturing mowers, there's no grease points on here, so it's easy to maintain. You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. I really liked the 26-inch by 14 wide tires. There's not many mowers out there that are running this beefy of a tire, so the wider your footprint, the more like weight distribution it does on the turf. So this is a heavy mower, obviously. It's a tank, so having a bigger, wider tire helps to distribute that weight across the turf, so to help limit some ruts and things like that. So if you're looking for a light mower, clearly not the one for you.
How has it worked on hills, like hill stability? That's a big question I get.
It's actually, to be a big mower, it's actually fairly well. The center of gravity on this mower, albeit it looks like you sit high on the operator platform, the center of gravity is really low. If you look at the Vanguard back here, it's a 40 horsepower Vanguard. Look how low it is.
Yeah, that's all the way down.
The top of the mower is actually below where your butt would be sitting on the operator platform. So all of that weight is down low on the motor, or on the mower, and having the big old 61 or 72 inch deck up front, like all that weight is down low. So and it's a wide mower too, especially with these tires. So slope stability is actually pretty good to be as big of a mower as it is and heavy. I do want to hit on the preventative maintenance aspect of this mower. You know, we all probably hate doing oil changes and fluid changes and all that stuff. So with this mower, Wright wanted to make it easy on you. So the preventative maintenance on this thing is pretty much like set it and forget it for a year. And what I mean by that is it's got the oil guard system by Briggs & Stratton. So there's 5 quarts of oil in here. So it's more, you know, like your pickup truck. And it's got a 500 hour oil change. And then over here, it's got a 1,000 hour hydro service oil change interval. So, you know, for you guys that are putting 300, 400, 500 hours a season on your mower, guess what? One service. That's it.
Awesome.
As opposed to having to do it, you know, what, every 50, 7,500 hours.
Yep.
So that's nice. You know, pretty much change it at the beginning or the end of your season, and you're done.
I'm a big fan of the oil guard. I think it's a great way to always ensure you have oil in the engine block.
Of course.
When you have a regular block that has 2 quarts in it, probably, I've said this before on a podcast, I think 70-80% of mowers that I would imagine if I check your dipstick right now, I guarantee you're low on oil.
Yeah.
So they're all about 2.5 quarts, but they're all probably running at about 1.5. So I think this is just a good insurance policy.
The margin of error is smaller.
100%.
So that, and Brian, if you would come over back on this side. I know you just walked around.
Yep.
But again, hitting on the ease of maintenance. I don't like knuckle busters when you're trying to change oil and things like that. So if you come look right down here, this is where you drain the oil. Like, how easy is that to get to?
Like a hard line.
Yeah, so you literally just pop it out right there, and you could put your pan under there or whatever. Like, I don't know how much more simple you can get that. No tubes, no nothing.
That's pretty dope. I like the tie down points too.
Super beefy tie downs all the way around. I'm probably missing some things, but like, that's just the high points of what I liked. I liked the long travel suspension operator platform. Definitely loved the maintenance intervals on it, the wide tires. Wright brought back their aero core deck.
I was going to say, how's the cut quality?
So I always leave that up. But guys that know the ZKs or know Wrights know the aero core deck, but they actually, they don't call it this, but I would call this like the Gen 2 aero core deck. On the back, if you look at the ZKs, the back side of the mower deck is actually angled down. But on this, it's more of a conventional style on the back side. And between me and you, I believe this, I owned the 72 version of this as a ZK. I believe this mower cuts better than the ZK deck does. And I really feel it's because of the back side of the deck and the way it's designed. I think it just creates better airflow. Or I can't nerd out on mower decks like that like some guys can, but
sure.
You know.
But you think it cuts better?
I think it cuts better.
Hey, that's proof's in the pudding, right?
So that's you know, that's Ed's realm, you know, of designing and doing all that stuff. So
you want to hop on? You want to go mow?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, if you guys want to hang tight, we're gonna regroup here, reposition, and we'll come right on back. Dude, this mower is huge in person. I've seen it before, but I've never seen it while we're out mowing grass. Not too bad. Stripes look amazing.